Hello everyone and welcome back to the Janky Skies of Bentley. Hope you guys are all doing awesome today and welcome back to another episode of Janky Skyblock, where I've been murdering every energetic sheep that has spawned because these things seemingly just keep spawning and it's getting rather annoying. But it is okay. It is a food source for myself. There is a little bit of power in this later on, I suppose, and we might be able to figure out what to do with that a little bit later on. So a few things I've done since we last left off. I have expanded this, so that way we have access to a little bit better kelp. So that way it starts growing a little bit taller. A lot more kelp has been basically got and cooked up inside of a smoker from vanilla Minecraft because it is a little bit faster that way. I think we can actually, hold on, can we do kelp over there with the create mod? Oh, we can. Bulk smoking. All we had to use was a little bit of fire, so that would have been a lot faster actually. I didn't even think about looking at it, but so a few things to note. We made this taller. I went ahead and kind of worked on this a little bit. We made some red cobblestone, which is very easy to do. Just a little bit of dye with some cobblestone around it. I've also expanded this area over here for some animal farms and cooked up some other things. And I also went to the nether some more and got some more gravel. Yes, I got more gravel. So yes, I also picked it up without my shovel because we don't really need to use the shovel for it. We can just use our hand. It's even easier that way. What else did I do? I did a few things. I got the cobblestone generator going again because we do need some of that. But I did, that's what I did. I processed up a lot of the gravel that I got from the nether and went ahead and quickly smelted it up. So we got a lot of coal now. We got a lot of iron. We got a lot of just a few of the basic resources. We got tin, copper, gold. We got iron, and I think that was it as far as those are concerned. But we're going to go ahead and work on a few other things. So let's go ahead and grab some of this sand because we have an obscenely large amount of sand. Where did I get all this sand from? I think I had pre-processed this up, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But let's go ahead and turn off this magnet. We're going to go and dump this over here. I think what we're going to do today is we're actually going to work on this a little bit more. We're going to maybe try to get a little bit of the process up and going for some maybe pre-automation. Get an idea. Just get a simple idea of how it kind of works for us using create. But first things first, I want to do something because I have a feeling we might need this very soon, and that would be this guy, the building gadget. Direwolf 20 mod at its finest. Now this actually was working just fine, and now it's seemingly not showing. Oh, that's weird. It must have a strange interaction with that block, which is why it wasn't working before. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Wait, how much? 500,000? It's gonna drain the entire thing. Good thing we actually got some coal. Let's go ahead and make use of our coal, though. Let's go ahead and get a few blocks to get a little extra out of this. We're gonna have to refill this bad boy right back up. But this will allow us to use this to build us a bigger and better area. So you guys are probably like, well, Bentley, well, what about those farms out there? Well, we're gonna take care of that actually right now. There's a few little things that I always end up doing, which is it's kind of like small things to show you guys. If you guys, sometimes people ask me, well, how are you going to move this? Like, how are you going to get this over there? I don't have this mod and all this. Well, sometimes you overlook those little things, you know, and it's you don't really know what to exactly look for. And someone like myself that has probably played this for a while, then, you know, sometimes it's easy to find. So Apotheosis adds this, the Ender Farmer's Lead. Now, we got a lead before because of those guys spawning on our base. But you can still basically get a lead probably fairly easy. I wish I could, you know, use JEI search. That would be great. But yeah, basically you can use the inert gray glue. So if you have a mom farm up and running, some string, which you should if you do, then making a lead is super easy, especially if you want to start moving some of these animals around. So say for instance, we got our pig, shift left click, there we go. I was trying to remember what it was. So shift left click, pick them up, right click, put them down.
So we're gonna go ahead and move some of these animals that we want to keep, unlike these energetic sheep, that I'm just gonna continue to murder because they serve me no good purpose. Come here, chicken. I'm tired of you pooping everywhere. So we're gonna try to put these guys in particular areas. Oh, we got 2 chickens. It's even better. I like the color of these chickens. I think Quark changes that up a little bit, and I do like some of them. The pig, though, on one hand, is just kind of weird to me, but that's just me. So we got another sheep, and then we'll go get our other sheep as well, so we can start setting up our farms. This is kind of like just pre-organizing, you know what I mean, for like later on. Eventually, we're gonna probably try to get to the point where we automate more and more and more and have like better farms and all of this and that. So it's kind of like pre-organization, pre-prepping and such, and that is practically how this is working at the moment. We do have a few sheep over here as well that we'll go ahead and grab. I'm gonna take him mid-eating, mid-lunch. Come on over, bunny, to your brand new home. As you can see, we got grass over here, and what I ought to do is I should make these grass around the sheep, so that way the grass will continue to grow if they keep eating it. The other ones, they don't really need it. It's just there for nicety. I wonder if I can I hold more? I think you can only hold 1. And I think you can actually repair this item as well. I can't really remember off the top of my head what it is exactly you need to repair. But let's also go ahead and grab the other eggs that we have stored up over time. And go ahead and let the... Why is that not working? Sometimes that doesn't work. There's something weird about that. The 1.14 version of Simple Storage Network has been a little strange, I will definitely say. So we're probably going to end up updating to something a little different later on. But there we go. We got our farms up. And we can go ahead and start breeding them like normal and all that good stuff, which we'll probably end up doing. I'm not going to worry about it right now. It is not a big deal, but we got them safe and sound. We don't have to worry about them burning to death. We don't have to worry about them jumping off the edge. We don't have to worry about them deciding that this life is not a life they want anymore. So there we go. There's our smoker. Been cooking up some more stone so that way we have this in case we do need to expand or do a little bit more work. So let's go ahead and pump that away. So there you go. Ender Farmer's lead for moving animals around. Very nice. Just like a golden lasso of sorts, if you're missing that. I'm trying to think of some other stuff. Right. So we got our sand. We need to go pick that up. Is it still over here? Indeed it is. So we got lime sand. Very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up our lava. We're also going to want to go ahead and grab ourselves a little bit of water, which we can just do from there. Okay, time to pick up lava. Not that. Stop. That is a little awkward to do sometimes, I will definitely say. All right, so there we go. So we got our wash pit ready to go. Let's put our lime sand in here. And the reason why we're doing this is for more just resources. This is more resources. When, like I said, I do want to automate this. We might try to work around with this a little bit today. But there's a few things I want to do. I want to get some better tools. That is mainly what I want to do. So that is done. We'll go ahead and pick that up. And it looks like we got what I wanted. We got some more diamonds. We got some more emeralds. And a few other things as well. Ooh, good. More redstone. Very nice. All right. Let's head back over. And let's go ahead and craft us a little bit of a better tool. Go ahead and do that real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go for an emerald paxel. Because I love paxels. And I think emerald ones are the best, if I'm not mistaken. So you only need 7. And then you can repair it later on with... There we go. So you can repair it later on with just emeralds. Because we have pickle tweaks, the tools will not break. And you can just repair them with the actual main item. So in this case, you can use emeralds. So this has got pretty good attack damage, better than what we have there. This has got a better mining speed, better than what we have there. This also works as a shovel and an axe. So practically all the tools that we have are not needed anymore. We can clear up the hunt bar and we're fine to go. So we can come in here. Oh, we got a zombie villager. Ooh, that is a good point. Can I pick him up with the lead? I don't think I can, but we're gonna try. Let's try to clear this place out a little bit here. Nope. Dang it. I don't know if there is a way for me to pick him up. I don't know if there's a way to pick up... Alright, hold on a second. I will be right back after these quick messages. I need to answer a text. Alright guys, and we're back. So, let's get back to it, shall we? Go ahead and put those items away we no longer need. So, one of the next things I would like to do is check out our leather production. Now, our best bet of getting leather that we had before was drying it. And another way we can go about doing it is using a chemical combiner. We can also use plant... Actually, this is attain drops? I'm not really sure. Vitalized seed, very interesting. Okay, so we can also get it out of the strainers. I think it's a little bit more rare that way, but we can do the zombie leather thing, which I think we could actually automate. And I'm gonna give that a shot right now, because we got plenty of resources to do so. Let's go ahead and give this a go, shall we? So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a chest. We're gonna grab a few pieces of iron. So, because we're not really needing a whole ton of this rotten flesh that we just keep getting in. I would much rather have, you know, some leather. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and give this a shot. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna give this a little room here. If I remember this correctly, this should still work. Nice, that does. And if we put this down here, okay, so that's just automatically sending all of that down. So that is a little bit of a downside to this. And I don't think this actually gave me all the rotten flesh that I wanted. Why did you not give me all the rotten flesh? Was that everything I had? 121 to 250. Yeah, I might not have had it that much. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to set this up on some kind of like pool to where it does like only certain items. So I wonder if we type in hopper, we do have a couple different types of hopper. Control shift for help. So what does this do? Can transfer half stacks, max stacks, range of 9x9, GUI slider controls, collection range, insertion delay, insertion stack, not inverted. Some of these are new to me, so I don't really know. So sorting hopper. Doesn't allow items to be drawn from it by other hoppers if this hopper can't output them. High throughput output has the same sorting properties as a sorting hopper, inserts or extracts entire stacks at a time. Hopper filter doesn't allow items to be moved through it only if they match the filter. Hey, that sounds like something I want. Let's go and see if we can craft that guy. Now that I can't actually search for it because the JEI thing in this is slightly not right. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. We had everything we needed for that. And we should have the item that we need over here. Let's also go ahead and turn this off because I got this thing on. Is this actually almost done? Oh yeah, that thing's done. No wonder why. Thing's already full. Okay, let's go and do this. Actually, is that even right? Man, I am gonna get not used to this tool. I am not used to this. Is that gonna work? I wonder if that will work. Hold on a second. Allows items to be moved through it only if it matches the filter. Doesn't move items on its own. Might need like a chest under this. Let's grab another chest. I'm not quite sure how this thing is supposed to work. This is from Essentials. Setting a shulker box as a filter matches everything in the shulker box. Setting a shulker box as a filter matches everything in the shulker box. Well, I don't have a shulker box, though. Doesn't move items on its own. Oh. Probably should have read that first. Wow. Oh, I was gonna say. I think that's just, yeah, any chest. Okay, well, do we have like anything like a pipe, maybe? trash void, fluid pipe check valve. What about transfer? Transfer chute extends the output range for item shifters and a long line of chutes for safe decoration. Okay, wireless transmitter, transposer. What about add create? Oops. There are these things, the extractors. Takes items from an attached inventory and drops them onto the ground. We're gonna try this out. We'll see if this works. Maybe create will be here to create our future. All right, so we are gonna need a couple of those. I am probably gonna try to use a little bit more of create very soon. So let's go ahead and come over here and let's turn this bad boy on. Let's see, do we have a lever? Yes, we do. Yep, there we go. All right, so pop that on the top. It's gonna start doing his thing. We're gonna put a whole 16 down there and that should do them all at once. Come on, let's go, kerchink, do your thing. Do I have to do that every time, which is fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and toss this in there, and then let's go do and create again, because this might end up working now. We just need a plank, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it matters. There we go. And that gives us 4 extractors. Very nice. Okay, let's put this over here to the side. This might look a little weird. All right, so there we go. How do I put that up there? Oh, filter. There we go. And then I'm assuming we can put this onto either a chest or something else. Might need like we might need the mechanical belts. Which, unfortunately... See, hold on, let me check out the extractor one more time. Let's see what it says. Control or shift. Takes items from an attached inventory and drops them onto the ground. Will not drop items until the space cleared. Can be assigned an item stack as a filter when powered by redstone. Pauses the extractor. So that pauses it. Unless it's set up differently. We can give it a shot. So this will, well, that's going to ruin the hopper. We don't want to do that. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You can see it actually flipping on and off. I love the fact that it has an indication for that. That is very, very useful. So let me poke around with this for a minute. See if I can try to get this fixed up. And then we'll be back in just a minute to see what we have got figured out. Well, I'm not entirely sure if I have anything at the moment that would be able to help us out with this. And I'm not really sure if this extractor here will actually do it for us. But this thing is pretty cool, by the way. I really do like this. I don't know if it counts this as an inventory, but we can still do this. And we can do this vanilla-like. It's pretty simple. So we do know it will pull that way. So we're just going to push that over there. We're not going to actually have this go into a chest or anything. What we're going to do is we're just going to do that. Super easy, super simple. I was hoping to do something modded, but, you know, it's fine. It is what it is. So that's going to do there. It's not going to allow it to pull anything else in there because this is only allowing us to pull in those. So it is indeed automated. We don't have to sit there and right-click this constantly. The hoppers will take care of it for us, and we can at least do up to 5 stacks at a time. So that we can also expand it with other ones as well. So not a big deal. Just something easy to do. Fix up if you absolutely want to do that as well, which I think is a pretty good idea. Very simple and just super basic. So there you go. Done. Automated. Kind of. I don't have it pushing in from my system or anything, which actually, now that I think about it, I actually... Hold on a minute. Add simple storage network. I actually didn't even think about that. Import cable. Filtered import cable. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. Could I just do that in general? I really don't know if I would want to, honestly, because what if I need rotten flint for other things later on? I don't want to pull it out of my system. I could probably still do it, though. we'll have to poke around with that a little bit later on. Anyways, we got it working. That's all that matters, right? We got it working. So we got some of these mechanical belts. Let's go ahead and play around with this just a tad bit more. Let's get some of this dried kelp. And let's go ahead and craft up a good chunk of these. I want to start playing with some of these conveyor belts as well. Wait a minute, why are these different? I'm not sure. That's weird. All right, anyways, I think we're gonna need some of these shafts. So let's go ahead and craft some more of those. And we're probably gonna need another cogwheel as well. Give me just a second. Sorry for hitting the microphone. Let me just see what this is. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right, guys, and we're back. Apologies for the interruptions. Not a big deal. It's fine. See, this is the glorious thing about recording is because I can just do that whenever it is necessary. Might have wasted some coal there, by the way. I just realized that. But we got our building gadget, by the way, and I will show you guys how to actually utilize this. Shift right click on a block with it in your hand, and as you can tell, look at that. We have a little ghost image of blocks coming up in certain areas, and if you guys really want to know a little bit more of how this actually works, if I'm not mistaken, is it R? Oh, R does increase the range, as you can see. I'm trying to remember, there it is, G. I was trying to see if I could remember the default. Holding G will bring up this menu here, so you can play around with it a little bit, and you can do things like surface, so we can use we can use this to easily expand the awesomeness of our mob farm if we just so wish. But we can just right click and boom, look at that. Builds us that. We can even utilize this to make us as well a bigger platform. Of course, we're going to want a better jetpack as well. So anyways, let's play around with a little bit of create. I want to actually poke around with some of these things before we finish off for the day. We're probably going to want to do a couple things. I'm going to want probably another encased fan. I think we're going to want one for cooking and one for smelting. I'm wondering if I can condense this in any way where it's not going to like absolutely hurt anything in a sense. Let's make some more andesite alloy. Do we not have any andesite? Might have to get some. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. We got plenty of andesite just sitting in here. Cool. And we got some other resources as well I need to poke around with. Did I get all that kelp? I don't know if I got all the kelp. Did I get all the kelp? There might not have been that much kelp there. Oh, and we're going to need a little bit of iron, which we have plenty. So we're going to go and do half a stack since we have a lot of iron. And we're just going to go ahead and toss this here so we can go and get a little bit of the plates going. Great, I accidentally turned my magnet on. There we go. Kerchunk. Kerchunk. There we go. Go ahead and flip that back the other way because that was the problem. It wasn't on the right side. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and put our iron sheets away. What else are we missing here? Fan. That's what we're working on. We want another fan, so there we go. Let's see, we need andesite alloy, 1. Okay, there goes that idea. We got to put that in there for that to actually pull from the inventory. Would be a wise idea, actually. So let's go ahead and do that. We got our propeller, and boom. What am I missing now? Why are you just not capable of pulling the log that I want from you? I don't know why it does that. It's so weird, but I guess it's just something to do with later versions. But look at this. See, all we gotta do is just sit around and wait. This is just gonna automatically process. So the amount of leather we get coming in, all we gotta do is just wait. And then we'll be able to enchant. And we have apotheosis, which means we're gonna be able to do high level enchants even. I wonder if we have anything for XP. Do we have anything that can store XP? Export cable exporter. We do have this experience pylon from Cyclic, and I've been eyeing this, but this does take a little bit of work to do. We could probably do this, honestly, because we have access to some of the resources, and all in fairness, we could, yeah, I think we could actually make this. So the experience pylon would be glorious for this, and will store quite a bit of XP as well. So not a bad thing. All right, so anyways, we got our fan, we got some mechanical belts, we got some shafts. We might actually want to get some cogwheels. Let's go ahead and type in cogwheel, and we're gonna make up some buttons. So let's go ahead and just make up a nice clean stack of spruce buttons. Clean that out of the way. Trying to remember some of these recipes. Let's go ahead and make up like 6 of these basic cogwheels for now. And can I actually use the giant ones as well? I'm assuming we can. Okay, 1, 2. I'm going to take up 2 of those in case we need them. All right, so here's the plan. I'm going to try to utilize this in such a way. This is working. I really don't want to mess with this. Let's try getting rid of. Let me do this real quick. I hope this doesn't mess this up. Why are you gonna be this way? Yeah, sometimes vanilla is great in such a sense that it does that, but sometimes it's just kind of annoying, especially when you're not used to it. So we're gonna block that off. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and pick up this one, right? Let's go ahead and turn on our magnet so we can actually do this. So I want to start playing around with this and kind of getting a little bit of an idea of how to go about doing this. So we got this set up, and what I'm probably going to need to do is I'm going to need to pull this out a bit further actually. So let's go ahead and come out to here. We're going to put that guy there, and this is not going to be how this is actually set up. We don't really want this. Oh, that is so simple and very awesome. So I'm assuming this is, oh, this is pushing now because this is going the opposite way. Oh. Yeah, so we need this to go a different direction. Now, can I actually pick this up now? Does that give it all back to me? I think it does. All right, that's very interesting. Interesting. I like it. All right, what if we did something like this instead? Okay. What if we use the power of cogwheels to swap this around a little bit? Okay, so you kind of got to play around with this, I see. So we're going to want this here. We're going to want that gone. We're going to use a cogwheel there and a cogwheel there. And then we're going to add the belts back. So right click, and as you can see, I like the particle effects. That's really cool. It tells you when you can actually connect it to the next piece. So I think, yep, that rotated it for us. This is so cool! Oh my gosh, I love this. So even the other great thing about this is this actually ends up becoming a conveyor belt for items as well. So what we can do is, items on this, now this is going extremely slow, and we do have our magnet on, but this is going extremely slow at the moment. But we'll notice that the torch is making its way down the conveyor belts. We can use this as a form of transportation, as well as a form of moving our kinetic or rotational power in this sense. So we have the ability to do that now. I really like that, but we need something a little bit faster, I think, than water wheels. All right, I think that is going to be one of the next things that we really should be looking at trying to do. If I'm not mistaken, do we have a windmill? I could have swore there was a windmill. There is a motor as well, actually. A configurable source of rotational force. Is that all that takes to make? What is this? Chorus chrome. Oh, I can't do that right now. That is a little bit later on, obviously. I thought there was a windmill. Schematic, empty schematic. That's a propeller. That was used in crafting. But yeah, I really thought there was like a windmill or something else. What else is there? I'm gonna have to look around a little bit to see exactly what else there is besides water wheels, because I want to speed this up, and I'm not really sure if there's a way to speed this up significantly, if you know what I mean. Unless you can actually place that. I thought one of these fans, or a fan, was actually used to create more rotational energy. Translation chassis, rotation chassis. So yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit, but yeah, we did a little bit of, we did a few things here so far, and that's not too bad. I'm okay with this. So we have that coming down. What I'm thinking is kind of like a setup similar to like this, in a sense. Let's actually pick you back up for a second. We're gonna do this, because this will push the items all the way off of here. It'll be slow, but it will. It'll push all the items all the way off onto this, where then we have here, right? I have another fan, and like I said, I don't know if this would work, per se. It may not. But we can give it a shot. We have another water wheel, so I guess let's give it a go. Let's see what happens, right? So let's just kind of do something like this. We'll put our water wheel down over here. That way we can figure out which way we want the rotational power of this to go. We'll grab a little bit of water real fast. You like my test area, by the way? This is just a test area. That's all it is. And then we're going to set it up the way I want it a little bit later on. So that's perfect. That's exactly the way I want this to go. So it's going to wash the items here. We're going to probably end up, I guess I'm just going to need to do signs, unless you guys know of a different item that would work to keep something like lava from, you know, pouring in on us. I'm assuming there might be something from the mod itself that allows that to actually work like that. I'm assuming, like I said, which I probably shouldn't do, but if you guys know of anything, by all means, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would greatly appreciate it. So we're just gonna put a sign there, and we'll just, for now, because up there we're actually using something else, we'll just do that. Now this horse is probably not gonna really enjoy his life very much, because if he jumps in front of this, that is going to be the end of that horse. He's going to become glue. Well, called it. Called it. Called it. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and just do some sand for now. We'll do a little bit of the, actually, now let's do a stack of gravel. Let's do a stack of gravel and see how it goes. All right, so what we're gonna do is up here, we're gonna put this right up here. This is long enough, and it should be enough to do all of the gravel by the time it reaches the lava. So what I'm hoping for is that this is gonna wash that, gonna push it down there, then the lava is gonna cook everything, and I'm hoping it doesn't actually void out the other stuff like the coal, which means I'm gonna have to change out some stuff. This is also the main reason why I'm kind of doing this, because I kind of want to test and see how this works. So we should be getting coal from this, as well as all the other resources. And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure it just voided out the coal. So I'm going to have to do that differently. But the concept is still there. So what I would have to do here is I would have to have that go into a chest, filter out with the extractors that we used, to put the resources onto this, a line of this. So we got a little bit of things to play around with. So we got some ideas rolling. We know whether or not that works or not. I kind of figured it was going to do that, because I actually did try smelting some stuff on this and it just voided it. So if it is not able to be used with this particular setup, it voids it, just deletes it. It's kind of like throwing it into lava. So there goes all of our coal that we got from that. So we definitely don't want to use this setup. Not good. Not happy. But we have some other fun stuff we can actually start playing around with. So I think I'm going to do for the next episode, which the next episode is going to be a little late, because tomorrow we're going to be streaming all day some 7 Days to Die with my friend Dark Ghosto, which made some awesome mod packs on the Twitch app. And we'll be streaming that all day on Twitch tomorrow, so you guys can come check that out if you're interested. So I probably won't have time to do a video for tomorrow, but I'll try to start getting ahead so that way we'll won't have to run into this problem anymore. But yeah, we'll poke around with a little bit of this. I think I'm gonna clean up this whole area, pick everything up. We're gonna just make a nice, clean, new area, and we're gonna take away the whole test thing and start playing around with that. So anyways, if you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. It lets me know you guys are still enjoying this series. And yeah, so hopefully we'll see you guys back in the next one very soon. And until then, goodbye.